Nowadays, given the exponential increase in global population, it is necessary to establish an environmentally conscious urbanistic development. To achieve this, there are many documents with parameters for the development of an eco-neighbourhood, considering salubrity conditions, environmental respect and quality of life. Said document in our case is the LEAD 2009 for neighbourhood development.
When selecting a site for an eco-neighbourhood, according to the parameters provided, we looked for an area of low density with previously developed surroundings, a high quantity of intersections that guarantee connectivity, existing transit services, and nearby neighbourhood assets. In other words, a site which accomplishes preferred and smart location credits.
Once the site had been chosen, we started an analysis process based on a SWOT program,
reinforcing the strengths,
linking the neighbourhood with the developed borders of the surrounding city through the prolongation of the existing road network,
solving the issues caused by weaknesses,
eliminate the break in the urban pattern caused by the railway and the parking areas, culprits of creating heat islands, by projecting them to the underground level,
taking advantage of opportunities,
acting as a link between the traditional cultivated area and the city of Lorca,
avoiding detrimental consequences of current threats,
paying special attention to the traditional irrigation system and growing area so as not to cause any damage.
In the new eco-neighbourhood, pedestrians will have priority, while motorized vehicles will only gain access via 3 main entrances on each side, conserved from the existing pattern. These entering roads create what we call a fish spine structure, which means that the speed of the vehicles is decreased from the fast-boring roads through the spine entrances that only cross pedestrian area 3 times per side until reaching each building and the respective parking area.
Buildings in this eco-neighbourhood will have a base design made up of 3 established typologies, L, Z and U-shape, mostly angled so as to form 15 degrees between the longer axis and the east-west orientation. These typologies have been modified in different ways, adapting each building to certain conditions such as guaranteeing cross-ventilation, pedestrian permeability, allowing interesting viewpoints towards cultive areas, and even to create green roofs as an expansion of said cultive areas.
As every successful eco-neighbourhood, we find the public spaces following a certain hierarchy. We have 3 centers linked together by 2 main pedestrian veins and a path through the growing area. We also have secondary public areas so that the children living in each block have a safe place to play close to home. This hierarchy is emphasized by the disposition and density of the conforming buildings.
In this eco-neighbourhood, there will be no more than a quarter of a mile walking distance to catch the bus line that links it with the rest of the city, or even the train, the main public connection with other towns. The most efficient way to move around will be cycling thanks to the bicycle network and the strategic storage points created.
One of the most interesting lanes of this network is the one that links both southern centers through the cultivated area. Despite this, the green zones are something very present in the whole neighborhood, thanks to the green roofs and the community gardening. These green areas guarantee local fruit and vegetables production, reinforced by the creation of a farmers' market in its center.
Apart from these farmers' markets, we have also created a new centre for environmental study located in one of the maintained public buildings. Other cases of maintained buildings are schools and health centres. Economic activities in the eco-neighbourhood are established according to the pattern, trying to locate the establishments related to gastronomy, leisure and shopping on the ground floor, allowing permeability in the streets, while office spaces are intended to occupy the first floor. As a result, dwelling units are in walking distance to new and existing places of work, thus accomplishing housing and jobs proximity established by the LEAD.
To sum up, living in our neighborhood will provide you with the quality of life you deserve. No more walking long distances. having your food provided from local production. Safe and interesting public spaces for you and your children.
A community with the neighbour's best interests at heart.